Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Lav here. Friday night, I figured I'd do my little weekend blog. I gotta go at work Saturday and Sunday. I gotta do an install for a customer of mine that I went over and did the call for this guy, and he had an older system, probably like 20, 25, 30 years old, and he was out of Freon. It was like completely out. So I told him, hey, listen, it's not worth trying to do a leak search on this thing. Let's just put a new system in there. So, you know, I looked over the system, and we decided to, I gave the guy a price, and he decided to change it out. So I'm going to be doing it this weekend to get it done because I got, I've been pretty busy here. It's starting to get warm, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to do my little blog. I want to talk about a couple of things that have been on my mind. I know some guys that I respect, install York equipment. And my experience with the York equipment has not been good. I have bought some of the stuff in the past, and it seems like all the stuff I have bought from York has come back with leaks, and even some of the gas furnaces, 90 plus furnaces I put in, they had problems, So, respect is earned, okay? You don't have to be young or old to have to earn respect, but respect is earned. So when equipment you buy, every time you put the shit in, it's coming back and there's a problem with it, you lose respect for it. And, sorry to say, but I lost respect for York, and I won't buy the stuff. I refuse to buy it. I'd much rather put in Goodman or Rudd. I seem to have pretty good luck with that stuff. But, York, I won't buy the shit. You can't give that stuff to me. I won't put it in. Nothing but problems, especially with the micro channel stuff. It's just been my experience. Maybe it's just I've got dealt a bad hand, but I'll tell you, I'm done with it. So that's just my opinion. But it's freedom of speech. We live in America. We can speak our mind and say what we want, and that's just the way I feel about it. I won't buy the stuff. Nothing but problems. It seems like all I've been doing lately is doing warranty work for York stuff. Every time, there's a problem with a system, it's a leaker or, a gas furnace that's not acting right. It's all the shit's on the warranty. It's like, really? Shouldn't this shit last more than 5 years? I work on some stuff that's been, for 30, 40 years, and it's still working. Not the original fans, original compressors, 40 years, it's still working. What the flip's up with this 3, 4 year shit, and they can't even get the stuff to last? It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Johnson Controls needs to get their head out of their ass and make some decent stuff so we can, as installers. Me as a businessman, I go and buy this stuff and install it, and that goes bad in 3, 4 years. Who do you think looks bad? It's not the York equipment, it's me as the installer, because now I'm looking to try to get a little bit of money from the homeowner because the stuff's on the warranty, but my labor's not covered. It's not right. It's really not right. But anyway, I'm not going to go on a rant here. I just figured I would do this little video because I'm a business guy, okay? I'm doing this to make a living, and it's kind of like more or less my hobby at this point. I do fine. I got a successful business and everything, but I don't want to be putting stuff in that I got to go back and change in 3, 4 years, and then I piss a customer off that's been a good customer for 20 years because I put this piece of shit equipment in that's not even lasting 3, 4 years, and it's dying. Bullshit. Fucking York's a piece of shit. That's my take on it. Okay? They better get their head out of their ass and make some decent equipment because their name is going down the tubes quick. That's my opinion. I gotta say that, some of the copper coil condensers were decent. Some of the affinity systems and stuff were good. Sometimes it's the installers that put this shit in. No, I go back, I get a call, you know, to go and fix work. They're calling me. These people are calling me because there's a problem with the system. They're calling me for tea and crumpets, or to come over, you know, and have tea with them. They're calling me because their systems are, you know, screwed up. So I come across a lot of stuff that's, you know, really bad. Some guys don't want to work on it, and people, you know, go through the phone book and they end up with me. And I'll go try anything. I like a challenge. You know, I've always liked the challenge. But sometimes, you know, these challenge jobs, you know, next thing you know is like, man, a bloody can of worms. You start working on one thing and something else is screwed up, and guy cooked this or cooked that, or he didn't install it right, or he didn't pull the proper vacuum, and you know, you could spin your head on some of this stuff. That's what experience is. That's what experience is. A bunch of problems that you run into that, you know, you figure out how to fix as you go along in life. I wish I had YouTube back in the day when I got started. I would have went along. I would have went a lot further in a short amount of time. Believe me. But you know, I went to the school of hard knocks. You know, I went to refrigeration, air conditioning school, and went to school for plumbing, went to school for heating, and all that stuff. And you know, I learned the basics. But then you throw you to the flipping wolves. You go out there and you know, start coming across all these things you never seen before. And you got to figure this shit out, you know. I got no one to call on the phone and say, oh, what should I do here? What should I do? Or what shouldn't I do? No, you got to think it out and, you know, screw it up a couple of times, swing at the ball, miss it, and then go home and come back the next day and try again type of thing. That's back when experience was experience and you learned the hard way. You just keep going until you get it right, you know, parts changer or whatever you turn out to be. That's the true experience. I've been through that for years. I've been going at this for 30 years now, and you know, I'm no superhero, but I'll keep swinging at that bat. I'll keep going. I'll go back for a month until I get it figured out. Some jobs I went back quite a few times, but I never walked away from a job. Never. Got them all figured out. You know, after 30 years, you start getting pretty good at shit because you run into a lot of problems over the years. You young guys that are watching YouTube and you watch all these good mechanics, and you know, you can come a long way in a short amount of time. Consider yourself privileged. Just don't get a big head. Because you're just a little fucking, you're just a little panty waist anyway. You got a long way to go. But anyway, I don't want to offend any little panty waist. No, I'm only kidding. No, hey, listen, there's a lot of young guys that are coming up in the trade that, you know, I respect and stuff. And, you know, hey, respect is earned. You know, if you're a young kid and you're a go-getter and you want to work and you're willing to learn, you know, who am I to say? All I can say is just, you know, try to learn what you can and pick and choose from different mechanics. You know, if you're working with this older guy, you're going to find that, you know, go with him and see what he does, and you grab a couple of things that he does and you use it. And then this other guy, you work with him, and there's a couple of things that he does that you might like, and then you'll find your own way in life. That's how, you know, to become a mechanic takes years. I'm thinking, you know, 4 or 5 years as an apprentice. You know, working every day with different guys, and then you know what it's all about. It's all about getting confidence. You can know what to do, but say if you've been doing this for 6 months and you get thrown into a situation where it's the easy jobs anybody can do. It's the hard jobs that truly shows a true mechanic, because, you know, if you're in the business for 30 years, you're still going to run into problems. You're going to have hard jobs, and you got to struggle through them. And it's all about having the confidence and working through it. That's what it's all about. And the young mechanics would struggle with that, you know. It's when you come across the hard jobs, would you know what to do, but it's just one of those things where it's just having one of those days type of thing where that's where the experience comes in and the longevity and you know, not getting worked up over it and just, you know, make it happen. But you guys will see, all you young mechanics, you'll see what I'm talking about. You know, when you're 30 years in the trade, you'll look back and you'll say, well, you know, I thought I knew everything back when I was 18, 20 years old. But guess what? When I'm 50, I look back and say, man, I didn't know fucking shit back when I was that age. I thought I knew everything. You know, I thought my father was dumb. And now I look back, 50, he's long gone. He's, you know, long in the grave. And I look at him and I said, man, that, you know, I respect my father more than anything. But you don't see that when you're 18, 19, or 20. You know, I'm not trying to dog any of you guys, but I'm just trying to humble you younger guys and just, you know, think. All right, you're 20, 25. When you're 50, what are you going to think like? You'll have all them years of experience. And all them years of experience, you're going to experience things, you know, that you've never seen before over all them years. And it's still happening to me. You know, I'm almost 50 now. And I'm still learning. Every day I learn. Every day. The older I get, the more I realize that, you know, I really don't know as much as I thought I did. And I'll be learning until the day I die. And so will you. So, this part of this video is not try to be an asshole or a jerk, but just to, you know, just remember, you know, where you are and where you're going to be in 30 years from now. You're going to be a much better mechanic in 30 years from now than you are now. You know, 4 years from now, you'll be a better mechanic. But just learn what you can and pick up what you can from different, you know, there's a lot of good mechanics out there. You know, there's a lot of good mechanics. And just take what you can, you know, whatever you can use from different mechanics, you grab it and you put it in your arsenal. You know, and what don't work for you, don't work for you. But anyway, guys, I don't mean to go on a rant or a ramble and on and on and on. I just wanted to do my blog, and I want to thank all my subscribers that leave comments on my stuff. And I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate all my subscribers. The guys that leave the comments. You know, the guys that don't leave the comments, I don't really know who you are. So, leave a couple of comments so I can get to know who you are. All right, man. Hey, it's Friday, like I said, and I'm going to be working all weekend. But I just wanted to do this blog. I'll probably release it Saturday morning before I go to work. All right, guys. Have a good week.